The draft Indian Telecommunication Bill 2022, when it was released for public consultation in September, had raised fears that its scope went beyond telecom issues and pointed to the return of license Raj under the Department of Telecommunications. Much of the controversy is around the broad definition of telecommunication service. It included, among others, email, broadcasting services, video and data communication services, OTT communication services such as WhatsApp, and interpersonal communication services. The definition of message was broad too. An industry insider had told Business Standard that e-commerce, banking, gaming, and social media apps, as well as any platform where there is two-way messaging, will come under the definition, requiring a license. Telecom companies have argued that OTT communication services are usurping their SMS and voice call businesses and therefore should be licensed just as they are. The definition was amended after telecom service providers such as Airtel and Reliance Jio said that they require a level playing field as OTT communications and satellite-based services offer audio and video calls and messaging without paying for license or spectrum. OTT players, meanwhile, said they use telecom networks to offer value-added services for which telcos get paid by the customers based on the latter's data utilization. Plus, they are already regulated under the IT Act as intermediaries. The bill, in its current form, empowers the government to direct service providers to intercept, detain, and disclose messages sent through these channels in the case of an emergency or in the interest of public safety. This can undermine the security benefits of end-to-end encryption because the government will have the power to intercept messages, compromising user privacy. However, Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has recently said that the government will only introduce light touch regulations for OTT communication services such as WhatsApp, Signal, and Telegram, keeping consumer interest and cyber fraud issues in mind. The Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, or TRAI, was also not in favor of regulation of OTT service providers, sources had told Business Standard. The telecom regulator had shot down proposal for OTT regulation in 2020 as well. A report in a financial daily on Monday said that OTT apps may not require licenses to operate in India, but will have to step up user protection. A consensus that user protection must be prioritized has reportedly emerged from the discussions between the government and the stakeholders on the draft telecom bill. The report said that various stakeholders will continue to discuss the light touch regulations for the OTT communication platforms.
This new suggestion in terms of balancing industry concerns as well as regulatory concerns, while it doesn't mean that the government is putting the encryption regulation or interception at the back burner, it simply means that the government is not highlighting concepts like interception in a big way in the current telecom draft telecom bill. As it is even now, the government has access to your WhatsApp communications and there is always a backdoor provided by these players. They have done this in other countries as well, so US and other jurisdictions. That is going to be always there. That is not something that is new. I think in future, it could be that the government may further introduce regulation which could specifically require some of the other new technologies to be made available for interception facilities. They're adopting a more of a stepped approach rather than going all out in one go.
Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has said the new telecom bill is expected to be in place in the next 6 to 10 months, but the government is not in a hurry. While OTT communication players may have reason to rejoice, questions around privacy and how far the government can go in the name of security remain. In future, regulations may have to revisit these aspects of the digital world.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.